Asking for a raise is a subject brought up a lot, but few admit to ever having asked for one. I appreciate that some of you are tied to contracts or union negotiations that don't allow you to ask for a raise. If this doesn't describe you, then not only can you ask for a raise, there are times you should ask for one too. It is a normal part of working. Now, not every company offers annual pay increases, merit bonuses, or incentives. And if that describes your company, this is the top 10 for you. Our first two tips come from Melissa Mosher from Seattle, Washington. Melissa's first tip is all about positioning. She advises us not to ask for a raise, but instead to prepare and build a business case to present and then participate in a conversation instead of just asking for more money. This perspective might make it easier for some of you if you're nervous about asking for a raise. You aren't asking for a raise, but instead want to talk about your contributions. Melissa's second tip was that she had learned to follow the lead of the other direct reports of her executive. She realized about 10 years into her career that others just don't ask for a raise either. It just doesn't work that way. So Melissa said that she spoke to the other VPs in the organization and asked them how they approach the conversations about increased scope in the role in conjunction with increased compensation. Find out what has worked for others in the company. What do you need to do? What has been the feedback, the result, and what hasn't worked in the past? You don't need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to asking for more. You do need to follow the lead of others who have gone there before you. Our third tip is from Sharon Taylor from Kansas City, Kansas. Sharon also has two tips for us this week. Sharon says that she does take the time to list all of her successes that she's had over the past evaluation period. This way, she has all the proof that she needs that she was extremely successful, as well as doing more than required. Number 4, also from Sharon, states that she also is very clear about her expectations. Once she presents her successes and summarizes her year to her executive, she states that she is expecting to be promoted during the next evaluation period, or that she is expecting more than a cost of living increase. By stating expectations, you are being very clear, and if necessary, negotiations can start. But there is no ambiguity, and that is important when asking for more. Don't expect others to read your mind. If you want something, be clear and ask for it. Our fifth tip comes from Preeti Sandeep from Toronto, Ontario. Preeti says that before she asks for a raise, she checks the industry or sector for similar roles and checks the money that they make. You don't get a raise because you worked in the company for a long time. You don't get a raise because you're good. You need to earn it and provide value. If you are underpaid in your industry, it is an incentive for your company to increase your compensation if they value what you bring to the table. They may not realize that you are underpaid, so bringing it to their attention is a smart thing to do. And Warren Munn from On the Right Track, right over there, says sometimes asking for a raise means being inflexible in asking for what you need. You may ask for more money and not get it, but you might get a different title, which may help in the long run to give you more money. Not all companies have policies that allow managers to just increase compensation at their discretion, right? So there may be very complicated hoops to jump through, and your title might be one of those hoops that need to come first. So Warren says to be flexible with what you want, as well as be patient with getting it. Since Warren is so darn smart about this, I've changed his title to be King of Everything at On the Right Track, and it seemed to make him happy again. Number 6 is from Sherry Bricks from Toronto, Ontario. Sherry says that timing is everything. Be sure to coordinate your timing with the budgeting process to allow for it as well. Please don't make an ultimatum is our tip from Michelle Lapointe from Montreal, Quebec. Michelle explains that from personal experience, telling your boss that you need a raise or you'll leave is the kiss of death. I can also share the same experience with someone that worked for me years ago. She said that she felt that she was worth a 25% increase in what I was paying her because the company earned 25% more that year. She could not show me industry examples that justified it. And she did tell me that she was going to quit if I didn't give her a 25% raise. She quit. I was more than willing to give her a significant raise, but 25% wasn't reasonable. The same way she wasn't going to take a 25% cut in pay if I didn't maintain those revenues the next year. And she backed me into a corner. Now, it is instinctive reaction for people when they get backed into a corner to call your bluff. So don't make ultimatums unless you really mean them. Number 8 is from Michael Pointer from Los Angeles, California. Michael says to make sure that you ask a lot of questions in your conversation instead of just creating a one-sided lecture about why you deserve a raise. Go into the conversation with questions to create a conversation. Examples are, do you feel that I am doing more than you expect me to do? Or if I were to earn more money, what kind of things would you need me to do differently? And number 9 and 10 are from me too this week. Be sure that you are doing more than is required to get a raise. Your job is based on the skills and the tasks that you are required. So if you want more money than what the job is rated for, in most cases, you have to do more. One of the exceptions is the tip that I shared above about industry standards. So if you're not paid to industry standard, that's different. But if you are well paid and you still want more money, you have to be willing to do more. And sadly, you have to be willing to do it before you are compensated for it. I see the catch-22 in this. I appreciate that that seems unfair because you will be doing more without compensation for a while. And number 10 is to focus on why you deserve a pay increase and not why you need it. The fact that you have 2 kids in college or needed to buy a new car or a single parent is not justification for paying you more. I've heard many people trying to negotiate for things because they need them. What you need to do is focus on why you deserve them versus on why you need them. Asking for a raise isn't easy, nor is it guaranteed. However, in many organizations, it is normal practice. Just because you've never done it before doesn't mean that you shouldn't ask for one now if you deserve it. What you don't ask for, you'll never get. So good luck.